Hello to my channel Chinese Star. Today we will bring you the following hot and exciting news.
75-year-old Tsui Hark finally made the right bet. The reputation of the legend of the Condor Heroes exploded, and the second female lead Hua Zheng made a stunning appearance on the screen. Tsui Hark directed The Legend of the Condor Heroes, the greatest hero at the age of 75. The box office on the first day exceeded 247 million, and it received a high score of 9.1 on repu. The film shows Tsui Hark's martial arts aesthetics, and the leading actors such as Hua Zheng and Zhang Daifei performed well. The Easter egg at the end of the film hinted that a sequel might be filmed, and the audience is looking forward to Tsui Hark's next masterpiece. After 14 years of hard work, director Tsui Hark, known as Old Monster Tsui in the world, once again directed a martial arts film. His return to the film industry at the age of 75 has caused many speculations. Is it forced by life? Or is it because of his attachment to the world of martial arts that he can't let go? On the first day of the Lunar New Year, the Lunar New Year holiday officially kicked off. The Legend of the Condor Heroes, the greatest hero in Chen Sicheng's Detective Chinatown 1900, the upcoming investiture of the Gods Part 2 in the previously popular Nezha, The Devil Boy Conquers the Dragon King and other films are in fierce competition for the box office champion. The box office on the first day exceeded 247 million yuan, which was a gratifying result. Although there were not many screenings, the box office results were amazing enough. The box office of this film is expected to start at least 1 billion, and profitability is a foregone conclusion. Revenue has increased, but what about reputation? In the evaluation of the popular online community repu, The Legend of the Condor Heroes, the greatest hero topped the list with a high score of 9.1, surpassing the other three films of the same period. Director Tsui Hark, who has always been a maverick, gave the audience a huge surprise in the choice of actors. Wang Rong, played by Zhang Daifei, abandoned in the previous heavy makeup and showed her bare face, which made people wonder, is this pretty Wang Rong going to change her face and transform into a heroine? The Legend of the Condor Heroes, the greatest hero uses traffic stars Hua Zheng and unknown new actors, paired with well-known director Tsui Hark. This lineup combination does not meet the aesthetic standards of traditional martial arts dramas. Therefore, even before the film was released, it was dubbed a bad movie due to the problem of the cast, which aroused widespread doubts. But since Tsui Hark made his debut in the film industry, he has never made a bad work. Why would he destroy his outstanding reputation built over the years? On the day of the premiere, the film was officially released, and the audience realized that this was an authentic martial arts film. Tsui Hark's skills were once again amazing. His lens abandoned the romantic artistic conception of Peach Blossom Island and instead showed the vast grassland and the magnificent and shocking battlefield. Looking far away, the north and south extend, the sky and the earth are one, vast and boundless. In front of this vast scene, any individual seems insignificant, as small as a candle swaying in the wind, at the mercy of fate. The famous director Tsui Hark is indeed superbly skilled and has mastered the use of light and shadow. As the sun sets, Hua Zheng leads the army to charge. The song army behind him was endless. In the picture, the faces of the soldiers were blurred, only Hua Zheng riding his horse was clearly visible. He was full of enthusiasm and galloped towards Shenyang City without hesitation. Objectively speaking, the film's aesthetic attainments alone can benefit domestic film directors greatly, and it is difficult to exhaust its essence even if one studies it for a lifetime. The eagle fights the sky, the flags flutter in the wind, and the sound of the wind is magnificent in Chinese. This picture is like an unfolding freehand landscaped painting, with profound scenery, exquisite composition, and unique perspective. Any moment captured is enough to become a classic example, which is breathtaking. Director Tsui Hark, with his 75 years of life experience, accurately summarizes the soul of Jin Yong's original work The Legend of the Condor Heroes. The Great Knight, with the world in mind, takes the safety of the country as his own responsibility. In Jin Yong's writing, Hua Zheng before the age of 20 can be said to be proud of his life. Not only did he have the honor to meet Wang Rong and gain unforgettable love, but he also achieved unparalleled martial arts with his own qualifications and hard work. The movie abandoned the lengthy foreshadowing and went straight to the climax at the end of the original work. Hua Zheng encountered a huge change in his life. He was separated from Wang Rong due to misunderstanding. The 5 masters who taught him carefully died one after another. Even his mother Li Ping, who raised him, chose to commit suicide tragically. At the crossroads of life, Hua Zheng suffered a cruel blow from fate. His beloved relatives, teachers, and old friends passed away one after another. He felt powerless and at a loss as to the direction of the future. Xiao Zun's fans came for him. At the beginning, the Hua Zheng he played was too handsome, which made people wonder, can such a handsome and elegant man interpret Hua Zheng's honest and simple character? After the movie was released, Hua Zheng played by Xiao Zun won the love of many audiences. He vividly interpreted the transformation process of Hua Zheng from a young and ignorant boy to a chivalrous and mature hero. Xiao Zun put in a lot of effort, and the little immaturity revealed in this effort unexpectedly fits perfectly with Hua Zheng's character. He doesn't need to perform too much, just stand quietly, and he has shown Hua Zheng's charm vividly. Wang Rong, played by Zhang Daifei, has changed her previous gentle image and is refreshing with her contrasting interpretation. She transformed into the chivalrous and clever leader of the beggar sect and successfully created a brand new Wang Rong. Especially when she first entered the world of martial arts and disguised herself as a little beggar, her lively demeanor was vividly interpreted by her, showing the playfulness and cleverness that belonged to a girl. Tsui Hark's treatment of Wang Rong and Hua Zheng is unique. The film cleverly avoided the cliched love triangle plot, and did not let them fight each other for Hua Zheng, but focused on showing the rare mutual appreciation between the two, as if they were confidants who had met again after a long separation. In The Legend of the Condor Heroes, the greatest hero, the newcomer Zhang Wenxin played Princess Hua Zheng, which was eye-catching. She interpreted the character's heroism and grandeur vividly, changing the image of the traditional weak princess. She is as free and unrestrained as a desert eagle, full of vigor, galloping on horseback, and showing the spirit of women being as good as men. On the lakeside of the rippling grassland, she looked back and smiled, stunning the time and everyone. That natural and romantic smile, pure and beautiful, reaches the softest part of the heart. I believe that this girl named Zhang Wenxin will quickly become popular. Even though the audience is already familiar with the story of The Legend of the Condor Heroes, the Chinese people's love for martial arts films has never diminished. Director Tsui Hark, who is known for his pursuit of excellence, presented the audience with a magnificent and breathtaking battle between Mongolia and Jin soldiers at the beginning of the film. The sound of metal clashing resounded through the sky, and the shouts of killing continued, and the scene was extremely shocking. He put the idea of the fighting scenes in his mind on the screen, and made a detailed physical analysis of the moves, which not only avoided the feeling of falseness and etherealness, but also accurately showed its powerful strength and rhythm, which made the audience excited. Yang Feng, played by Tony Lun Cafe, became the most hilarious character in the film. He is a stubborn martial arts fanatic. Although he is a villain, he is so bad that people can't help laughing. His pretentious and stubborn appearance of refusing to admit defeat adds a unique comedic charm to him. The delicate makeup skills make the actor's face look brand new, even making it difficult for old fans to recognize him for a while. He has completely integrated into the role, just like the characters in the book jumping out before our eyes. Vivid and lifelike, this film fully demonstrates the unique personal style of director Tsui Hark, full of the visual impact and narrative tension that he is always good at. He tried to present rich ideological connotations and complex plot structure within the limited 2 hours. However, this high density of information also makes the film appear a little compact, and some plot developments are a little hasty and fail to fully unfold, leaving the audience with a feeling of wanting more. It is worth noting that a huge amount of information is said at the end of the film, which cleverly foreshadows the sequel and implies that the story is not over yet. This Easter egg not only continues the suspense of the film, but also triggers the audience's infinite imagination about the future direction of the plot. However, considering that the story of the original The Legend of the Condor Heroes has come to a successful conclusion, if the sequel is to be filmed, it is bound to be necessary to make new creations on the original basis. The most likely extension direction is to revolve around the heroic deeds of Hua Zheng and Wang Rong in the Battle of Zhangyang, which can not only echo the ending of the original The Return of the Condor Heroes, but also provide a broad space for shaping a more grand historical background and the fate of the characters. This sequel concept is not only a continuation of the spirit of the original work, but also reflects the courage of director Tsui Hark to break through tradition and explore new narrative dimensions. In any case, this arrangement of the film has undoubtedly aroused the audience's expectations for future works. Perhaps the next work will reveal another legend of Hua Zheng and Wang Rong in the crisis of their country. This director, who has entered his 70s, still shows extraordinary creative enthusiasm and vigorous artistic vitality. The years do not seem to weaken his inspiration and sharpness, but instead give him deeper thinking and unique aesthetic perspective. His bold exploration in lens language, narrative structure and visual style still leads the innovative trend of Chinese language films, which is admirable. Despite his advanced age, his works are still full of keen insights into the times and profound analysis of human nature. This continuous creative power comes from his persistent love for film art and his spirit of continuous pursuit of breakthroughs. Perhaps his physical strength and energy are not as good as before, but it is this kind of experience and accumulation accumulated over the years that makes each of his new works full of wisdom and emotional thickness. We have reason to believe that he can still offer audiences masterpieces with shocking power and profound thoughts in the future. After all, true artists are never bound by age, and their creativity comes from their inner passion and unique perception of the world. Let us wait and see, and look forward to him shining again on the screen and bringing new shocks and touches to the audience.
Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to our support channel.